Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. What the fuck did we just see? Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck did we just see? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Tonight I'm gonna be giving you guys the results from Money in the Bank. And before we get started, I want you guys to comment below if you guys had this experience. So during the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, which I'll talk about here in a little bit, apparently Peacock was having some seizures, if you will. So, Peacock, if you are watching this video, again, don't want to get copyrighted. You guys know how this works. But if you guys are watching, Peacock, if you're watching this video, try and fix your service because, yeah, it needs some work. But holy shit, this has been quite the interesting pay-per-view, to say the very least. This is actually the first pay-per-view post-WrestleMania that we had fans in attendance. And of course, we kicked things off with the kickoff show as the Mysterios, Ray and his son Dom, defended the SmackDown Tag Team titles against the Usos, and it's interesting because the last time that these two teams had faced off for the tag titles, Roman Reigns got involved and got them disqualified. But this time there was no DQ, but there was a little bit of controversy as Jimmy Uso, or rather Jey Uso, rolled up Rey Mysterio and used the ropes to win the SmackDown Tag Team titles, making this now their 7th Tag Team title in their entire careers. Yeah, I don't have to say anything else about that. Next up, we have, now for the main card itself, we kicked it off with the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, which was between Asuka, Naomi, Alexa Bliss, and Nikki Ash, almost a superhero. I don't know why they named her that. From Raw and from SmackDown, you had Liv Morgan, Zelina Vega, and the women's tag team champions Natalya and Tamina. This was a pretty interesting matchup, given the fact that Bliss tried to use some, like, hypnotic powers to bring the briefcase, to have them lower the briefcase to her, just so she can unhook it. But the closing moments of the match, absolutely insane. All 7 women were beating the hell out of each, or rather 6 of the 8 women were beating the hell out of each other, until Nikki Ash, just from out of nowhere, unhooks the briefcase and walks off from out of nowhere. Absolutely insane. I don't know what the hell happened, but yeah, that actually happened. I don't even have the words for it, honestly. I don't have the words for it. Absolutely insane. Speaking of tag teams, we actually have the Raw Tag Team titles defended as the phenomenal AJ Styles and his personal Colossus Omos defended against the Viking Raiders. I have to say, that was a hell of a match. One hell of a match. I don't even know how to respond to that, except that it was insane. Absolutely insane. They actually took, both Eric and Ivar actually took Omos to the limit, which was insanity. It was insanity. But in the end, Omos was able to hit, I think it was Eric with a double-handed choke slam to pick up the victory, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, congrats to Styles and Omos, but that was a hell of a matchup. Hell of a match. Next up, we have the WWE title defended as Bobby Lashley defended the title against Kofi Kingston. It's interesting because Xavier Woods was not even at ringside, but MVP was. Start of the match, bell rings, MVP grabs onto Kofi's leg. It was all downhill from there. It was all downhill from there. It was all Bobby Lashley, and in the end, it took Lashley 3 Dominators and the Hurt Lock to force Kofi to tap out for Lashley to retain the WWE title. I don't even know. I don't know. I'm kind of like a little skeptical. I was a little skeptical about that match, given the fact that, in my opinion, had Xavier Woods had been in Kofi's corner, I feel like the match could have went a little differently. But that's just my own that's just my own opinion anyway. But it is what it is. Next up, we have the Raw Women's title defended as Rhea Ripley defended against the Queen, Charlotte Flair. Not much to say about this matchup except that this is a rivalry that's been going on for over a year now, which started when Charlotte Flair had won the Women's Royal Rumble match last year in 2020, and then at NXT TakeOver Portland, Charlotte Flair announced she would challenge for the NXT Women's title, and she got the match. She got the match. She won the match. And now fast forward to now, the rivalry continues. This does not surprise me because we all knew that this match was going to be extremely, extremely physical. And holy shit, it was fucking physical. As physical can fucking get. It was that physical. Absolutely insane. Closing moments of the match. The last few minutes of the match. Charlotte Flair, from the top rope, hit Rhea Ripley with natural selection, and Rhea Ripley kicked out. How? I don't have the slightest fucking clue. But she did. Closing moments of the match. Rhea's leg got caught in between the ring post and the steel steps, and Charlotte Flair just kept kicking the steps, and she hit the figure 8 on Rhea Ripley, forcing Rhea to tap out. Thus now Charlotte Flair is now a 13-time women's champion. Can't say that I'm surprised. Now things get really interesting because Peacock needs to fix their fucking service with this one. Throughout the entire match, I don't know why, throughout the entire match, it kept having seizures. But luckily, we do know exactly who became Mr. Money in the Bank. The 4 superstars from Raw were Ricochet, John Morrison, Riddle, and Drew McIntyre. And from SmackDown, you had Big E, Kevin Owens, King Nakamura, and Seth Rollins. Some of the big highlights that I remember, because all I did was I was just on social media throughout that whole match because I knew that it was gonna have seizures. I guess I didn't know about it, but I figured it was gonna be like that throughout the whole match. So it was just on social media, but Riddle hit an RKO onto a few superstars. McIntyre hit Seth Rollins with a Claymore, and then the closing moments of the match. Big E hit Seth Rollins with a big ending from the top of the ladder, and then climbs the ladder and grabs the briefcase. Thus, Big E is now Mr. Money in the Bank. Well, what we found out was that Peacock's service was sort of fixed. I guess if that happens, you have to exit the stream and then go back onto it in order for it to work perfectly. So that's what I did, and shockingly enough, it did that for the main event for the Universal Championship, which was between Roman Reigns and Edge. You cannot be surprised because I've been saying this for a while. Reigns has won 0 matches by himself since he returned to WWE on August 30th of last year. 0 matches on his own. Tonight was no different because the closing moments of the match, with the help of Seth Rollins getting involved, with the referee completely immobilized, Reigns hit Edge with a spear to retain the Universal Championship. And then both Edge and Rollins just beat the hell out of each other all over Fort Worth. And then from out of nowhere, yes, we knew of the rumors, and the rumors are true. John Cena made his return. Here's where things get interesting. If you guys remember last year at WrestleMania, John Cena battled the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, in a Firefly Funhouse match. And we all know, once you get touched by the Fiend, you change instantly. Finn Balor, Braun Strowman, who else can I think of? I don't know. Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, Daniel Bryan, just to name a few. We all thought John Cena was gonna be the next one to change. Nope, he's still the same John Cena, which does not surprise me. And yeah, John Cena made his return, and he targeted Roman Reigns. Yeah, so I guess now we're officially on the road to SummerSlam, which I'll be talking about in tomorrow's episode of WWE's Biggest Issue. I'll be talking about that tomorrow, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And that is going to do it for this video. Question of the day: what were you guys' thoughts on the card for tonight's event, and what matches would you like to see take place at SummerSlam? Let me know in the comments below. And that is going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button if you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more pay-per-view results in the foreseeable future. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you guys do not miss out on any new content that comes your way. And be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All the links will be down in the description. And if you guys have fan mail that you want to send me and want me to open up on the channel, my address will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out. Holy shit.